Back again, part 2 of the subscriptions talk for the 14th. Finishing up, I only got 2 books left, but I didn't want to talk to them in the last video because I may talk a decent amount about them. I mean, maybe not, maybe I'll say 3 words and be done, but I just want to make sure the last video wasn't too long. Got the new Marvel Now here, Thor, God of Thunder #1. And the way this is written is very interesting. I really enjoy the way this is written. We have 3 Thors, pretty much. Not in one timeline, but the first Thor that we're introduced to is a younger Thor. He's kind of, he's kind of an adventurer and a conqueror, and he's just gloating and, womanizing. I could see that happening, but he's just the younger one, kind of inexperienced, but obviously he's still a god. He's still, the son of Odin, so it shows him, he's telling stories in the bar about what he does, and he's, doing all this. He's trying to fight. He's looking for fights everywhere. And then the second Thor we're introduced to is the present-day Thor, who's out there, being a diplomat almost, and helping people, and just being the Thor that we know. And then the third Thor we're introduced to is a future Thor, where he is actually the king of Asgard. And he has an eye patch, which I hope they elaborate on that, because is it just something that when you're the son of Odin, you lose an eye and you gotta look just like him? I don't know. But he's the the king of Asgard, but there's pretty much nobody left. He's the only one left of Asgard, which I'd also like to learn how that happened. But I mean, this book looks like it has a lot of areas where it could really, really confuse you. Like moving on with it, with all the triple storyline and everything. But it also looks like it could be just kind of an intersection for an amazing story. Like you could just pretty much, say how he became to make with the present day Thor, you could, have him make a decision. And then you could have the past Thor show why he made a decision, like what influenced him to make that decision. And then you could show the repercussions of that decision with future Thor, like him either, like meditating on it, reflecting on it, something along those lines. I mean, obviously I'm not writing this book, so I have no idea what's going to happen. But I'm really excited about it. And the art in here was incredible. Esad Ribic, if that's how you pronounce his name, I have no idea. But it was awesome. I like the way he draws Thor. He gives Thor the powerful feel. And I mean, I feel like Thor hasn't been drawn powerfully like this in a while. But I mean, really excited about this series. I didn't think I would like Thor as much as I do. And this is my first Thor book subscribing to, so I'm glad it was a good experience for me. And my pick of the week, X-Men #1, or X-Men Legacy #1. I absolutely loved this book. I've always thought Legion was a very interesting character, but I kind of missed where they developed him. The last time I saw him, I think, was in the 90s run of X-Force, where he was kind of, destroying everything. So I know there was some character development in there after that somewhere, but I missed it. So, opening this book, I read it, and it tells me enough that I don't need to go back and read that. He is in this kind of, this escape, this kind of mountaintop resort where all these, all the old mental powers of old stay because their brains are fried, and he's getting, mentored by this man named Guru. And it shows that he has this kind of mental jail that he keeps all of his characters in, excuse me. I had to sneeze and it's gone now. I'm sorry. But he has all these characters in his head, and it's his mental jail. He has to keep them all locked away. And once again, it's almost a Cable feel, because it seems like he has to use a lot of his powers to do that, although it is known that, Legion is probably one of the most powerful characters, if not the most powerful character in the universe. But he's using at least a portion of his powers to keep these his insanity, if you will, his schizophrenia taken care of in his head. And it seems that's the only way he keeps sane, but through the book, every time he has to use one of his powers, he says he needs Guru's help. And then it shows Guru helping him inside of his head, control prisoners or what have you. And it's a very interesting concept. And the cover reminds me of Cable too, with the light in the eye there. But I'm seeing a lot of Cable. I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if I'm looking for Cable, but I saw a lot of Cable this week. I don't know why. But David, he at the exact moment that Charles dies, I guess that's what happened. He kind of snaps. Something inside of him snaps, and he just kind of blows up almost. Like his powers just blow up, and he pretty much destroys the entire little area where he's in. He accidentally kills Guru, and everybody there is dead. And then it also shows that his entire mental jail, the doors are blown off, and the guy he is in there, his guard, if you will, is kind of, unguarded. He's laying down, he's kind of kneeled over, and then the prisoners come and start to surround him. So who knows if he's going to be able to keep them in line in his head? Who knows if blowing up that entire village or area, resort area will be, the X-Men will come and get him and see that he did that, and that'll be, he'll be a criminal then. Or who knows what he'll do to Cyclops when or if he encounters Cyclops. And I hope he just kills him. That's what I hope. I mean, eye for an eye. See what I did there, Cyclops' eyes? Ooh, good one. But, sorry, that's a bad joke. But that's my pick of the week, and sorry if you guys are, not... If it's not, appealing that I split these in 2 videos, I just didn't want to go too long, and I didn't know how much I was going to talk about this book. But, I don't know what I'm getting next week. I have no idea. Usually I check. I don't know. But I assume with pretty high percentage that I will be working next Friday, so I may not get this video up until maybe Saturday, maybe even Sunday. I mean, at the latest, I'll try to get up Monday. I have no idea what's going on there. Like I said, my crazy hours have started, and I just got lucky that I didn't work today. So, I wish you guys the best. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think, and remember, have a great day.